Hey YouTube, it's Faye, and for today's video, I am super stoked to walk you through a Toyota Care 10K service on a Mk5 Supra, which is obviously not the Supra behind me because clearly this Supra still doesn't even have an engine in it, so you could do a 5K, I suppose, but not a 10K. For those of you that are Toyota technicians, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but for those of you that aren't, let me catch you up. So vehicles that take synthetic oil every 5K, they have a tire rotation and a full inspection, a full look over, and the 10K service is when you actually do the oil change. I chose to do something a little bit different for my Supra. I actually did a break and oil change at about 1,000 miles and put the oil in it that I wanted to use, and then I did another oil change at 7,500 miles. Now I'm at like 13,000 something miles and I am due for my next oil change. That's just the way that I choose to do it. Everyone is a little bit different, is gonna have their preferences. That has worked out great for me. And so I figured, you know what? I don't really want to pay for my own oil. I have Toyota Care, I'm gonna freaking use it. So I went to North Park Toyota and had a 10K service done by some amazing technicians, and I'm so excited to introduce you to them. Also, I know that I have a lot of Toyota dealership technicians that follow this channel, which is an honor. So for those of you that feel like outing yourselves and posting up in the comments, let me know, because I always love seeing you. And I always know when you're there because you always point out things that are specific to the dealership. I'm like, excellent. So you're already gonna know that not everyone actually is certified to work on a Supra. In fact, I'm not even certified to work on the Supra. You've gotta be a certain level in the dealership and you've gotta go through special training. So these girls, while they are freaking fantastic on the express maintenance rack, this is actually their first time servicing a Supra. So they're gonna be walking me through the basic steps of a 10K. And then I've obviously had some experience with the Supra, so I'm sort of helping them a little bit with the actual part that makes the Supra special, makes the Supra different. And then of course we are being overseen by a Supra specialist, so someone that actually is certified to work on the Supra in the dealership. Shout out to Lewis, thank you so much for letting us take up your bay for a couple hours. These girls are also still in school. Ariel and Ellie are in school to become technicians. I think they're in their first year and they've both been at this dealership for less than a year, and I'm amazed by how much they know. Their enthusiasm, their work ethic are just amazing. And then we also have a special guest appearance from Celia, who has graduated off the express maintenance rack and is now in the main shop, and she's absolutely killing it. So, so grateful for these three women that helped me with the oil change and made my day awesome. So without further delay, let's get right into it. Hello! Oh my God, thank you! I'm so excited to be here. Okay, so I am at North Park Toyota right now, and these lovely ladies are going to help me with my first ever Toyota Care oil change, and I'm super stoked. So, hello, I'm Ellie. This is Ellie.
Express Tech at North Park Toyota. How's it going?
Yeah. How long have you been an Express Tech here?
Oh God, it's been like 6 or 7 months. Yeah.
Awesome! And then of course, in the car, hello. Will you introduce yourself,
I'm
please?
Ariel. I'm an Express Tech at North Park Toyota as well.
I am so stoked. So these two girls are gonna be helping me with my first ever oil change, and we're gonna walk you through the process today. So, all right, here goes. So in most dealerships on the express maintenance line, the services are done in pairs. So Ellie and Ariel are a team. So you can see how well they work together, how well they communicate as they make sure that the car is in the proper position on the lift. Ellie, of course, is being really careful to make sure that those lift arms are going exactly on the mounting points of the vehicle. Now on the Supra, it's actually pretty nice. They're labeled for you. So as you look closely at those beautiful side skirts, you'll notice there are tiny little arrows where those lift points actually are. Next, I pop the hood. And in order to pop the hood, it is once, twice, and that's the safety latch. And are doing the engine bay inspection. And be amazed, there's no dipstick.
For real?
No dipstick, I know. It's so annoying because you have no idea how much freaking oil is in there. And then like in order to check the oil level, you've got to drive it around for 30 minutes first. It's like, I don't want to drive around for 30 minutes if it has low oil, so.
Yeah.
They're checking for any abnormal oil leaks, checking the drive belts, and removing the air filter and checking it. So in order to access that, you had to pull off this brace. And what size Torx fit was that? In order to check the air filter, that front supporting brace on the passenger side has to be removed.
It was a E16 that I used that I got from Matco. I like my power tools to make things go faster.
Yeah!
Because when it snaps, it'll literally like and click over it. Yeah, because you can see how it's like kind of bending inwards there.
And so it's kind of a pain in the butt to get back on.
Definitely. Agreed.
Now, they know that this car only has 13,000 miles. However, they're going through the entire process anyway. Before lifting the car up in the air and draining the oil, it is proper Toyota Care procedure to always check the engine oil level first. And that's really important because early on in life in the car, you can detect any abnormal issues, any oil consumption, but also with the Supra, there is no dipstick. So how do you check the engine oil? In order to do that though, we're gonna have to let the engine run for about 30 minutes, so might as well get started now. Yeah, that's it.
We're good. We're all good. So I'm going up.
Celia's doing the wiggle test.
Yes.
It is safe.
Yes, it is safe. For all of us to go under and take care of it.
Absolutely.
Then we're getting the vehicle in the air, and even though most express maintenance technicians are not paid flat rate, I was, but most are not, these girls are working as efficiently as possible. So quickly getting that oil drained.
Wow, that's awesome. Sweet. And then, yeah. Yep. You don't even have to pull everything down. Isn't that sweet? Awesome. Dude. What size is that? Oh, look at that nice clean oil. Not really.
And then as the oil is draining, they do all their undercarriage checks. They're checking the brake pad thickness, they're checking the tire tread depth, and they're recording all of this.
What do we got here?
Just getting tread.
Heck yeah, what's my tread?
Got 7 on that one. We are looking at 7 on the rear as well.
Heck yeah. Fantastic.
Yes.
I'm
You're
hoping.
so wide ass tires.
I know, they're wide.
So nice. Pretty.
Little, oh, copper gasket. Excellent, excellent.
Nice.
The oil pan is plastic.
Really?
Yep. Right?
Hey, weight reduction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or composite. They call it composite. It's fancier that way.
It's better word for it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
I feel like more cars should come with that.
Seriously, right? They have to take down all the plastic. I got a little rock in there. Well, that's fine.
After the drain plug is torqued to specification and the undercarriage inspection is complete, with great communication, Celia drops the car back to the ground and the girls complete the oil change. Now at the very beginning of the service before the oil is drained, I always like to sort of crack that oil filter housing, not like break it, but like crack it open. Basically just like release the vacuum and allow the oil to flow out of the filter housing and out with the rest of the engine oil. That way when you actually go to remove the engine oil filter, there's not a whole bunch of excess oil in there that you're gonna be dripping all over the top of the engine.
All right, so the filter is under the hood.
Right over there. That size 32. 32? Yeah, 32.
Nice. And that is a shallow socket.
We have to get an extension. Get a rag though, for sure.
Yeah.
So hot.
So hot that it's stupid warm.
So inside of the oil filter box, which you can just get at your local Toyota dealership, you will find not only the cartridge filter itself, but also the accessories. So there is a rubber gasket, which Celia shows us how to properly install.
Perfect. Lube
around.
that
Yeah, you gotta lube
gasket.
the
Love
gasket. If not, it could tear and you have a leak.
it. Yeah, we don't want to
don't
leak
want
here.
Can you move it out this way or this way?
So now it's sitting out.
That way?
Yeah. Your little hands.
My little tiny hands.
Monster hands.
And also here is the crush washer, the drain plug gasket. So both of those are included in the oil filter box.
That's why I get this stuff. Oh my god.
It's okay.
Yep.
Racing oil, bud.
What is this? That's so fancy. Yeah, okay, wow.
Yes.
Can I keep the bottle afterwards?
Have it any other way.
Special, wow. I didn't know.
Oh, they have the handles on both sides. Yes.
All right,
There we go.
in there. And we got 7 quarts going on.
Very nice. A lot.
Look at that. Did you even know that this is what the oil looks like? This is my first time actually seeing the oil.
Ready to go, Ariel?
Yep.
Go to the right.
I hear you.
Heck yeah.
Gucci for nice.
Gotta make sure everything looks nice and clean. First, I want to check the oil level.
No dipstick.
No way.
You
Okay.
drive it for half an hour and then the computer checks it.
So
Too bad if you don't put it up in.
So what you're saying is we get to drive for half an hour.
Yes, then we'll have to. I mean, we got no other option.
Gotta make sure it's good.
Gotta make sure. You can kind of hear the engine rev a little bit. That's not me doing that. And then what you end up getting here on the side is a little bit like a dipstick. Says it's at the max. Okay, we'll take it.
I got you on the other side. Oh, we're gonna do quality. So we're gonna make sure that the oil filter itself is not
Oh, heck yeah. Yep.
No complaints.
No complaints.
Underneath, we're safe.
So this is quality control?
Yes, ma'am. We just gotta check if there's any oil leaks coming out. There shouldn't be though. But yeah, there's none.
Heck yeah. I just gotta double check your work. I love it.
Oh yeah. You're all good. Very nice.
Oh my.
It's all the way on your passenger side.
Yeah,
I'm very confused
it took
by
me a
that.
very long time to find it, not gonna lie.
For real, because I walked over here and I'm like checking out the engine bay and I'm like, oh, okay. Perfect. The tread was, I got 8 up in front and then 7 on back. And so someone had been doing some burnouts.
Well, maybe actually. Yep.
Alright, and then we can go ahead and check cabin real quick, make sure that's doing all good.
Oh, it's
mean, it's
carbon.
still
Is it carbon
looking-
impregnated?
Yeah. Gucci.
And now, where is that thing hiding?
You wanna shoot in there?
Faux show. It's interesting to get to.
And stay tuned for the tutorial on removing and replacing a cabin air filter. We're gonna be covering that at my next service. So be looking forward to another tutorial with me and with these awesome ladies.
It says engine oil service required. Press this 3 times quick. It starts it up. You're gonna be holding on to this corner one.
Gotta go through the
It's saying service overdue.
Diagnostic mode active. Engine oil service required.
I think I'm supposed to hold it while doing it, right? Oh, there it goes. Reset possible.
no, everything will be right here. Don't touch the ignition.
Okay. It's showing you everything. So right there, I'm gonna hold it down.
Now you're gonna
It's gonna ask me if I run a reset, so I'm gonna hold it down
you
again.
can press it. And you can see the little, there you go, see it right there.
Nice.
And then it'll count down.
And then reset successful. And then if you press this, it'll show you all the info.
All those right there, you can reset them like that.
So I'm just gonna turn it on.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And that completes our service.